miss the biggest nights in MMA.
We are now set for the main event. Ronaldo with the shot. Oh, it's got one of the greats. Champions of the world.
There's all to play for, which is so exciting. These teams have to come in here and give it their all.
Have a real nice tempo. Goes baseline, watch out.
Oh, my!
Oh, baby! All the way down the runway for a big-time throwdown.
That's a lot of fans out there.
Look at that. The drama keeps continuing, Jenny.
This is just brilliant.
He strikes. Starts as you mean to go on.
But this is the danger of the top two guys, and that nuclear weapon that is.
Whoa, hello, goodbye. Score! In the back of the net.
And shoots. Score!
Of Serie A action. We'll bring you so much of it here on DAZN.
Magnificent. That is tremendous.
Catching up on any NFL game is easier than ever before.
Going deep for it all. Devontae Smith. He has got it. Touchdown.
Your Eagles are world champions again.
DAZN is the home of boxing.
Really spurs you on, gets you going. Let's make history. Pure power. Oh, there's no way back from this, surely.
The following program is recommended for those 16 and over, as it contains sporting violence, possible bad language, and flashing imagery.
This is the moment the world has been waiting for. The judges are ready, the fighters are ready, the boxing world is ready.
The fight starts now! How do you like it?
So aggressive, so focused.
It all comes down to this. Weigh-in live on DAZN.
We are one sleep away. Today is weigh-in day, where we make it official. An historical sight, an historical showdown. One of the best boxers in the world versus one of the best kickboxers in the world. Oh, not you two, guys, not you two. We are talking Usyk versus Rico. Clock in.
In a world of rules, one fight breaks them all. Two champions, two disciplines, one question. Who will be champion of champions? Usyk, the master technician. Rico, the greatest kickboxer of his generation. A new legend will be forged. Usyk versus Rico. May 23rd. Watch only on DAZN.
The Pyramids of Giza, they're setting for something very, very historical. Something that's going to go down, I think, in the books of boxing for many years. Glory in Giza, the weigh-ins will happen right here at the Grand Egyptian Museum. And we're about to see these guys get on the scale and face off one more time before they throw hands on Saturday. Welcome inside our studio. King Ramesses II, everything's here. All the history is here in Egypt, and it's going to be an historical fight as well. Adi Ladipa alongside Alistair Overeem and Malik Scott once again. Here we are, guys. Malik, we are one sleep away. The world's media have turned up again. This is incredible when you look at who's here. Some of the biggest names in boxing are here as well, and the biggest names in kickboxing. You feel like something special is about to happen on Saturday?
Yes, I feel like something special is about to happen on Saturday, and something is special. about to happen on Saturday. Oleksandr Usyk, in my opinion, he has the opportunity to put on another masterclass, or he may throw that punch that he called the big iron left hook and possibly get Rico out of there. But something special is going to happen because the undercard is incredible. The main event is incredible. For what it's worth, we have the best kickboxer going against the best fighter in the world. Usually, Adi, the heavyweight champion of the world don't mean you're the best fighter technically in the world. In Usyk's case, not only is he the heavyweight champion in the world, but he's also the best fighter in the world as well.
That could be the same for Rico Verhoeven, who, when you're undefeated for 11 years in your discipline, without doubt, you're the best kickboxer in the world, maybe the best kickboxer ever. That's, I guess, without question. How's he going to feel now, though, when he's about to come up against the best boxer in the world? It's a different discussion now.
Different discussion, different terrain, different technique, different game plan, different date. Right, different times. So it's, for me, very exciting to kind of see his progression as a boxer. He's been boxing, of course, with the Furies for the last 15 years. He took those techniques in the kickboxing ring that made him as good a kickboxer he is. I was going to be curious to see how has he adapted now back into the boxing ring against somebody who is actually better with those mini techniques.
You know, I mentioned everyone's here, and I guess they're here not just because of the undercard and because it's Oleksandr Usyk and Rico, the unknown. We all like the unknown, where we just don't know what's going to happen. Everyone's going to tune in as soon as that first bell goes. Okay, how does this play out?
Yes.
Is it Usyk just easy, or can Rico do some damage that we didn't expect?
Well, coming from a boxing standpoint and looking at Rico coming from a kickboxing standpoint, it's almost like, well, there's no way he can match up with Usyk. But we all keep in mind, whether we say it or not, we're dealing with a big man that comes from kickboxing background, that knows how to be aggressive, that anything can happen when you're a 260-pound man. He can hit Oleksandr Usyk with a right hand that may cause some trouble. And the fact that that may is there, that leaves us all in a hopeful position. That's what boxing is about. That's what entertainment is about. We never know.
And he's got the weight.
And he has the weight.
And he's got the confidence.
Yes.
And he's got, and I guess he's got the history behind it as well.
Yeah.
I mean, tell us a bit about Rico for those that are watching that don't know too much about him, because, you know, it's a crossover sport, but not many people that follow boxing follow kickboxing. Who is Oleksandr Usyk dealing with on Saturday?
Well, the resume is very strong. Started out with a good resume, wins, losses, but then in the last 10 years undefeated as glory champion. Dismantled several names, Badahari, several other names. Jamal Ben Saddik was rocked a couple of times, came back from that during the fight, and actually beautiful performances. Strong in the cardio. I would say less strong punches, more of a kicker, but of course he's working on it, 15 years with the Fury, so I expect him to come with a strong game plan and also with the mental power to win.
How important is that? Peter Fury in his corner, again, he's been the chief sparring partner for Tyson Fury for a long, long time. He's almost been the secret behind a lot of Tyson Fury's success. We haven't really seen him. How important is it? He's not just coming here with one boxing match. He's coming here with 10 years worth of sparring Tyson.
And sparring Tyson while Peter Fury was in charge. And why do I say that, why Peter Fury was in charge? Because if anyone knows Peter Fury like I do, he's a no-nonsense coach. You're going to work. You're going to be technically sound. He's going to make sure, and not just that, you're not just going to be able to rely on your skill. He tests the character of the fighters. So this Rico that's coming to fight Usyk, Peter Fury is confident, not just because he's a good fighter. If you can hear him when he's talking, he's always saying he's a good character, he's a good man, he's a strong man, he's confident. He's very impressed with this man spiritually, not just physically.
Okay, let's talk about Oleksandr Usyk though. Let's have a look at the Ring Magazine current rankings. I don't know how, but he's moved down to number 2. For me, he's a clear number 1. That's because Inoue, as you can see, in number 1, coming off that good win against Junta Nakatani. That's the reason Inoue's jumped him. What does Usyk need to do to get that number 1 spot? Again, it's not going to be winning against Rico, right? I mean, he's going to have to do some work after that to kind of chase down Inoue.
Is get in the ring with a top 5 fighter and beat him in good fashion.
Both of you mentioned the weight advantage. There's going to be probably about a 30-pound advantage for Rico. How does he use that? I've watched a few of his kickboxing fights, and he likes to lean on people a little bit and use his weight. Does he need to do that a lot?
He's going to be using his weight. He's going to try to push Usyk around. It's all up to how does Usyk deal with that. For some kind of reason, I kind of see the jab of Rico play a part in this. And then again, 30 pounds is a lot. If Rico can touch him, there could be Usyk off balance, maybe follow up with more strikes, get him more off balance, because it is the weight you're dealing with also.
We're going to find out Usyk's official weight, but I can kind of give you a little bit of a clue here. It's what he weighed for his last fight. He always seems to treat the heavyweight division like a weight class, 230 pounds, 233 pounds. That tells me he's disciplined.
Yes.
A lot of the heavyweights kind of go up and down in weight. He says, no, no, no. I've got a weight class. I've moved up from cruiserweight. I found my optimum weight. How important is that?
That's very important because it says a lot about him. It says a lot about his discipline. He's a well-structured guy. And most of all, he's a professional. He don't look at him being a heavyweight now like, oh, I could just eat what I want. I could come in as I want. No, no, no. Like I told you guys yesterday, he put this weight on proper. This is a proper 230. He took his time and put the weight on properly, and I believe it's going to play out for him good against a bigger man like Rico on Saturday.
You mentioned that optimum weight. And that must be hard to find moving up from cruiserweight, where you're taking on guys that are 260, 280 in Tyson Fury's case. But he's found the weight where he performs the absolute best.
Where he does not fatigue, he can still punch dangerously, punch powerful, and he can offset these bigger guys.
Yeah, here he is. This is the Fury fight. Nearly 2 years ago, this one. This was the crowning moment. I asked Usyk about this. I said, was this the moment? He actually said, no, winning Olympic gold was his best moment in his career. But as a professional, this is it. This was that round 9 where I thought he was going to have Tyson out of there.
Yes, and he hit him with the big Ivan punch that he called, and that's that left hook. It's the most dangerous punch in his arsenal. Daniel Dubois felt it, Tony Bellew felt it, and every time he got Fury in trouble, it was with the Ivan punch, the left hook. And he throws it wide because it's powerful, but it's also coming from a blind spot position. Guys don't see it coming because he hits him with the feints. He used that magic wand lead hand that I call the magic wand. And by the time they finish looking at that, they pay attention so much to that when the big Ivan left hook comes, they don't even see it happen.
Rico's no spring chicken, but he is younger than Oleksandr Usyk. Rico's 37, Oleksandr Usyk 39. Can he use that? If you're Rico, can you maybe try and step on the gas a little bit and test the older legs, if you like, of Oleksandr Usyk?
I want to say something real quick to that. Alistair has a fight when he fought Francis Ngannou, and you know why I respect Alistair so much? Because at a time when everybody was fearing Francis Ngannou, soon as the bell said ding, Alistair ran right at Ngannou and tried his hand. I believe that's something that Rico should do right off the rip against Usyk. You don't have time to sit here and think and try to outthink the best thinker in boxing. Use your size, be imposing, go right at him and throw a big right hand. Go right at him and be physical in the clinch.
Okay, Rico, are you listening? All right, let's remind you of what we've got coming your way on Saturday. Main event we know about, Oleksandr Usyk versus Rico Verhoeven. The Ring, WBC, and now WBA world heavyweight titles on the line. Hamza Shiraz bidding to become another British world champion. He fights for the vacant WBO super middleweight title against Alan Begic. Chakram Giyasov versus Jack Catterall for the vacant WBA regular world title. That could be upgraded, by the way. Rolly Romero just put out a tweet saying he's retiring. We'll wait and see. Frank Sanchez versus Richard Torrez Jr. IBF world heavyweight title final eliminator. Mizuki Hiruta, the Ring magazine recognized best female on the planet, takes on Mai Soliman for the Ring and WBO world super flyweight titles. Daniel Lapin, part of Oleksandr Usyk's team, takes on Benjamin Mendes Tani for the WBA gold international light heavyweight title. And we have more. Basim Mamdouh takes on Jamar Talley. Jamar Talley, highly rated, unbeaten cruiserweight from America. Watch the name. A lot of people expecting good things from him in the next 12 to 18 months. Sultan Almohammed takes on Dedi Imprax. Mahmoud Mubarak takes on Ali Sserunkuma, who's just turned up. We saw him just weigh in. And Omar Hikal takes on Hikal Kalyalya. All right, we are ready to get things underway here. Let's hand over to Mr. Thomas Schreiber.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the weigh-in for Glory in Giza. It's World Championship Boxing. Usyk versus Rico tomorrow, live from the Pyramids of Giza in Egypt. Brought to you by Ring Magazine, Sella, Eddie Hearn for Matchroom Boxing, Gold Star Promotions, and Ready to Fight, along with their great sponsors. White Bit, Scary Movie, Box Raw, and Just Eat. A big thanks to those great sponsors. Well, a few reminders, ladies and gentlemen. This historic event is sold out, but you can watch it live, worldwide, exclusively on DAZN. Buy now at DAZN.com. And now, boxing fans, let's get the weigh-in process started. Our first two fighters competing tomorrow in a scheduled 4-round middleweight contest. We first welcome from Dar es Salaam, Tanzania. 3 wins, 4 defeats, 2 draws, 1 win by knockout. Let's welcome Michael Kalyalya. And we now welcome from Cairo, Egypt, making his pro debut, Omar Hikal. And first to the scale, we welcome Michael Kalyalya. $160.2 for Michael Kalyalya. Now to the scale, Omar Hikal. $161.1 for Omar Hikal. And now we have the fighters face off. Once again, these two competing tomorrow in a 4-round middleweight contest.
Omar Hikal versus Michael Kalyalya. Omar Hikal making his professional debut. We mentioned it yesterday. His father, as an amateur, beat Oleksandr Usyk and Gennady Golovkin. I need to see his father.
Absolutely.
To beat Oleksandr Usyk and Gennady Golovkin as an amateur, you've done well. But obviously, look, he's trying to carve out his own future, and it starts tomorrow, Malik.
Absolutely, and what I'm impressed with most is, of course, the choice in coach. One of my OGs in the game, Abel Sanchez, has been working with Omar, but like you said, to beat Oleksandr Usyk, and I believe it's Gennady, right?
Yep.
Oh, you're a special man. I don't care what you did the rest of your life, to have wins over those two guys, you got to be special.
Okay, let's hear from Omar Hikal. He's with Mike Coppinger on stage.
All right, Omar, I imagine this is a dream scenario for you to make your pro debut here at home in Cairo, Egypt. And of course, your father is an amateur boxing legend who defeated Usyk. How excited are you for tomorrow night?
هذا أكيد حلم بالنسبة لك يكون أول فايت لك بجمهورية مصر العربية. وشو شعورك وأنت والدك هزم أوسك بالهواء؟
طبعا سعيد جدا بحاجة زي دي. أحب أشكر معالي المستشار على الفرصة اللي اداها لنا. شكرا معالي المستشار على الفرصة الكبيرة دي وبإذن الله نثبت لك إن إحنا قدها يوم السبت.
First of all, he would like to thank His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh for the opportunity, and tomorrow he promises to prove to His Excellency and to his country, Egypt, that the Egyptian fighters are some of the best in the world.
All right, well, thank you, and we look forward to it. Best of luck.
Our next two fighters competing tomorrow in a scheduled 4-round super lightweight contest. First, we welcome, coming to us from Kampala, Uganda. His professional record, 2 wins, 3 defeats, and 1 draw. Here is Ali Sserunkuma. And now we welcome, from Alexandria, Egypt, making his pro debut, Mahmoud Mubarak. And first to the scale, we welcome Ali Sserunkuma. $141.5 for Ali Sserunkuma. Now to the scale, Mahmoud Mubarak. 138.9 for Mahmoud Mubarak. And now we have the fighters face off. Once again, these two competing tomorrow in a scheduled 4-round super lightweight contest.
Alistair, Mahmoud Mubarak making his professional debut. I mean, I don't know where you made your professional debut in fighting, but I'm not quite sure the world's media was out like this. This is exciting.
A crazy stage, crazy huge. The world's eyes are going to be locked in. Beautiful chance for him to establish himself in the boxing rankings.
It really is a great opportunity, isn't it, Malik? Again, look, we understand the pressures. You're making your professional debut, but what an opportunity to showcase the world what you've got.
Yes, this is an extreme blessing, especially for young fighters like this on the stage. And what I like the most is, in his debut, he's fighting someone that's been in the ring 6 times. So that goes to show, on his debut, he's looking for experience already.
All right, let's see how he sounds. He's on stage with Mike Coppinger.
All right, Mahmoud, you are also fighting at home here in Egypt, and you're trained by Abel Sanchez. His fighters are always in great shape. What do you want to prove to the world tomorrow night?
طبعا انت كمان هتخوض نزالك الاول في بلدك في مصر، واتدربت مع ايبل سانشيز اللي دايما ملاكمين وبيكونوا بيثبتوا ان هم اقوياء. فشو اللي انت هتحاول تثبته بكره ان شاء الله؟
متحمس بكره ان شاء الله ان انا يعني هثبت للعالم كله ان المصريين فيهم مواهب، وباذن الله بكره هيبقى لحظات تاريخيه هتتكتب باذن الله.
So he is also on a mission to prove to the world that Egypt got lots of talents, and that's exactly what he's going to deliver tomorrow. He's going to deliver a great victory for his country and for himself.
All right, looking forward to tomorrow night. Best of luck. Thank you.
Our next two fighters competing tomorrow in a 4-round featherweight contest. First, let's welcome, coming to us from Jakarta, Indonesia. His professional record, 2 wins, 4 defeats. One of his 2 wins comes by way of knockout. Here is Tani Imprax. And now we welcome, from Riyadh, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, undefeated with 3 wins. 2 of his 3 wins come by way of knockout. Here is Sultan Almohammed. And first to the scale, we welcome Tani Imprax to the scale. $125.7 for Tani Imprax. Now to the scale, Sultan Almohammed. $127.8 for the undefeated fighter from Saudi Arabia, Sultan Almohammed. And now we have the fighters face off for the final time. Again, these two competing tomorrow in a 4-round featherweight contest.
Sultan Almohammed looking to make it 4-0. This is a little fiery stare down for a 4-rounder. I think both guys just want to get it on now. They're going to have to wait till tomorrow. Abel Sanchez in the corner of Sultan Almohammed as well, which tells you this kid's going to go places. He's got a good trainer.
Absolutely, and when you up in big fear and under the tutelage of Abel Sanchez, once again, your physical don't just get tested, your character get tested, because the sparring is hard. The early runs in the mountains and the snow is hard. And this is the same pedigree that Ganafli came through, and these guys right here are looking to making the same kind of history, so he's in good hands.
Yeah, and I guess the thing that His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh has always wanted is to see the fighters from Saudi Arabia come through.
Yes.
We've seen a few, we're starting to see a few more come through as well. Let's see how good he looks on Saturday, but first let's hear from him. Mike Coppinger's with Sultan Almohammed.
All right, Sultan, that was a heated stare down. You look like you're really confident and ready to fight. What are you looking to prove tomorrow night?
You know, I just want to show the people good fight, good skills, and I will be looking for the KO.
All right, we all have KOs, and of course, His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh, he's looking to crown Saudi Arabia's first champion. How do you get there?
You know, thanks for His Excellency to put me, and I'm ready to show everyone how's the boxing.
All right, we're looking forward to seeing the boxing. Thank you again, and best of luck.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Our next two fighters competing tomorrow in a 6-round cruiserweight contest. First to the scale, coming to us from Camden, New Jersey, USA. He had a stellar amateur career and now as a professional, undefeated. 6 wins, 5 of his 6 wins come by way of knockout. Let's welcome Jamar No Mercy Talley. And now we welcome from Mamdouh, Egypt. His professional record, 10 wins, 2 defeats, 4 of his 10 wins by knockout. Here is Bassem, the Black Tiger Mamdouh. And first to the scale, we welcome Jamar Talley. $197.7 for the undefeated Jamar No Mercy Talley. Now to the scale, Bassem Mamdouh. $192.8 for Bassem, the Black Tiger Mamdouh. And now we have the fighters face off for the final time. Again, these two competing tomorrow in a 6-round cruiserweight contest.
You know, one thing I can see straight away, Alistair, Bassem Mamdouh is undersized here. He looks like the smaller guy. He comes in at 192, the cruiserweight limit 200 pounds. Jamar Talley right on nearly 200. There's a big size difference between the two.
Yes, and you can see it right off the rip. And Talley also have, I believe, an 85% knockout ratio in with that amateur pedigree that he has. This stage right here is perfect for him. So it's not too much about the opponent. It's about how is he going to look against this guy? How is he going to make himself look? And he's going to handle his work the proper way.
Believe it or not, Alistair, you've been one of the smaller guys before. You faced some big guys. I think Bigfoot Silver was huge. How do you kind of get away from the size difference? If you're Mamdouh here against Talley, what do you do?
Well, you need to, you can be lesser weight, but you need to be just as strong and faster, right? Yeah. If you look at Usyk, Usyk's going to be still dangerous, great cardio, and just faster than his opponent. So he needs to be faster in this fight.
All right, let's see what he has to say. Let's throw him downstairs to Mike Coppinger alongside Bassem Mamdouh.
All right, Bassem, you're fighting someone in Jamar Talley who has a lot of hype around him, and you're giving up some size. How do you pull off this upset?
بيقول لك هو هتلاعب واحد عنده شعبية كبيرة وأكبر منك شوية في الحجم، فشايف تغلبه إزاي؟
أنا جاي علشان أستمتع بالمباراة وأمتع الجمهور مع المكسب إن شاء الله يعني.
He's here to enjoy the night. It's under the pyramids. He's here to make the audience enjoy his boxing, and he's sure he's going to win.
All right, thank you so much. I'm looking forward.
I'm looking forward to that fight as well. I'm looking forward to so much boxing coming your way on DAZN. Truly are the home of boxing.
On DAZN, the fights never stop. With the biggest nights in boxing all year long.
It has never been bigger for any fighter in the history of this country.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Every week, it's on. So take your seat and join us ringside. Incredible! The undisputed global home of boxing. Watch only.
Our next two fighters competing tomorrow in a scheduled 10-round contest, and it will be for the vacant WBA Gold International Light Heavyweight Championship and the WBC Gran Torino Championship. Let's first welcome, coming to us from Charleville, Mézières, France. His professional record, 9 wins, just 1 defeat, 2 wins by knockout. Here is Benjamin Mendez, La Pantera, Tani. And now we welcome from Kyiv, Ukraine, undefeated, 13 wins, 5 of his 13 wins come by way of knockout. Here is Daniel Lapin. And we welcome first to the scale, Benjamin Mendez Tani. $174.4 for Benjamin Mendez, La Pantera Tani. Now to the scale, the undefeated Daniel Lapin. $173.8 for the undefeated Daniel Lapin. And now we have the fighters face off for the final time. These two competing tomorrow in a 10-round contest for the vacant WBA Gold International Light Heavyweight Championship and the WBC Gran Torino Championship.
This isn't really a face-off. This is more a chest to face-off. Daniel Lapin is that much taller than his opponent here. Daniel Lapin unbeaten. I thought he struggled against Lewis Edmondson. He's had 1 fight since then. Part of the Usyk camp. Very, very rangy for a light heavyweight.
Yes, I spent a lot of time with him in Dubai. He worked hard. His father, I believe, is actually who trained Usyk as head coach. But one thing I like about after the Edmondson fight, that he didn't look good. He got back in there. He got a first-round knockout, I believe, a first-round knockout in front of Usyk. AJ was able to see it as well. And he's on this mission to prove that he's a lot more than the resume may say. And he's a lot more than a protected fighter.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of fast twitch muscle fiber in that man.
On his opponent, right?
Absolutely.
It's going to be an interesting one. Let's see what Daniel Lapin has to say about his opponent. He's with Mike Coppinger.
All right, Daniel, once again, you're fighting on the undercard of your good friend and the legendary Oleksandr Usyk. What does that mean to you?
Снова сегодня вы будете биться со своим в то же время, что и ваш хороший друг Александр Усик. Скажите, пожалуйста, как вы себя чувствуете?
Я себя чувствую отлично. Сбор прошел на высшем уровне. Это, наверное, один из самых тяжелых сборов, который у меня был. Ну и как по традиции, выигрываю я, выигрывает Александр.
I'm feeling really good. And as a tradition, as Alexander will win and I will win.
That's a pretty cool tradition, I would say. And look, you're a light heavyweight, you're undefeated. What do you think you have to do tomorrow night to prove that you're a contender for a title?
Даниэль, вы до сих пор непобедим. Скажите, пожалуйста, что вы сделаете для того, чтобы доказать свою позицию?
Я много работаю, много тренируюсь в зале, поэтому буду показывать делом, а не словами. Завтра все увидите.
I'm training a lot. I will prove with my action, not with words.
All right, thank you, Daniel. Best of luck.
Thank you.
Our next two fighters competing tomorrow in a 10-round contest. It will be for both the Ring and WBO Women's Super Flyweight Championship of the World. Let's first welcome the challenger from Cairo, Egypt, now fighting out of Sydney, New South Wales, Australia. Her record, 10 wins, just 1 defeat. 6 of her 10 wins come by way of knockout. She is the current IBF International and WBC Australasian champion, and tomorrow, the challenger. May the Egyptian Queen Soliman. And now we welcome the defending world champion From Tokyo, Japan, undefeated with 10 wins, 2 wins come by way of knockout. She is the 2025 Ring Magazine Female Fighter of the Year, and tomorrow in her 7th world title defense, let's welcome the reigning and defending Ring Magazine and WBO Women's Super Flyweight Champion of the World, Mizuki Mimi Hiruta. And first to the scale, we welcome May Soliman, the challenger. $114 for the challenger, May, the Egyptian Queen Soliman. Now to the scale, the defending world champion, Mizuki Hiruta. $114.7 for the undefeated defending world champion, Mizuki Mimi Hiruta. And now we have the fighters face off for the final time. Again, these two competing tomorrow in a 10-round contest for both the Ring and WBO Women's Super Flyweight Championship of the World.
I'm a massive fan of Mizuki Hiruta. Obviously, look, really came to the attention of boxing fans last year, women winning the Rings Magazine Female Fighter of the Year. 4 fights last year, 4 defenses of that title she's got around her shoulders. She's an incredible fighter, Malik, and I think she's now showcasing not just her fighting skills, but her personality to the world as well.
Absolutely, and you said something out of 4 performances in 2025, but all of those, what I loved about it the most is her consistency with dominance. All those fights she dominated, she won convincingly, but like you say, I mean, look at her, man. Big character, very colorful, extremely vibrant, and this is what boxing needs, especially in women's boxing. She does it a lot of justice.
Yeah, she wants Gabriel Fundora, who was the former Ring Magazine Fighter of the Year in 2024. That would be an incredible showdown later this year. We are going to hear from Mizuka. This is the longest photo op I've ever seen. Okay, yeah, we are going to hear from Mizuka now. She's on stage with Mike Coppinger.
All right, Mizuki, you're catching the attention of the boxing world with not just your big personality, but of course your great fighting, and you're the Ring Magazine champion and the Ring Magazine Women's Fighter of the Year. How do you keep building your stardom?
すごく名声を勝ち取ってきてるんですけれども、これからどういうふうにそれを続けていきたいですか?
I keep working hard, and I want to make everyone smile, and you will see my $1 million smile.
All right, well, we'll see you tomorrow night. Thanks again.
Our next 2 fighters competing tomorrow in a scheduled 12-round contest. It is a final eliminator for the IBF Heavyweight World Championship. Let's first welcome from Tulare, California, USA, a 2020 Olympic silver medalist, now undefeated as a professional with 14 wins. 12 of his 14 wins come by way of knockout. Ranked as the number 8 heavyweight in the world by Ring Magazine and number 4 by the IBF, here is Richard Kiki Torrez Jr. And now let's welcome a native of Cuba, now fighting out of Miami, Florida, USA. His professional record, 25 wins, just 1 defeat. 18 of his 25 wins come by way of knockout. Ranked as the #3 heavyweight in the world by the IBF, let's welcome Frank the Cuban Flash Sanchez. And first to the scale, the undefeated Richard Torrez Jr. $229.5 for Richard Kiki Torrez Jr. Now to the scale, Frank Sanchez. $240.4 for Frank the Cuban Flash Sanchez. And now we have the fighters face off for the final time. Again, these two competing tomorrow in a 12-round contest. It is a final eliminator for the IBF Heavyweight World Championship.
This is like a Canelo Crawford rematch. You've got Matt McIntyre versus Eddie Reynoso. I like this matchup a lot. Very quickly as well, Alistair, two heavyweights in good shape.
They're looking good shape. I hope they're in good shape. They better be, right?
Yes. They better be. A lot of people very excited about Richard Torrez, unbeaten. Everyone thinks that he could potentially match up future down the line against Moses Itelma.
Yes, not only that, it's because he can fight Adi and he calls out Moses. He wants that smoke. Not too many people are calling out Moses. He's the one that's calling out Moses because he believes he's the man to get the job done. And when you see him fight, he fights with a very stubborn style, but he's going against a very tough, technically sound Cuban. But Sanchez hasn't been as consistent in the winning column how he once was. He's been winning, but not looking as good as he was.
All right, let's hear from Richard Torrez. He's on stage with Jamie Ward.
Okay, here we go then. Richard Torrez Jr., final eliminator tomorrow night for the World Heavyweight Championship. How determined are you to match the biggest occasion of your career so far with your best performance?
Man, hard work's been done already. You know, the work that we put in the ring and in camp, been in a 6-month camp. I'm excited, I'm ready, and I'm motivated to show the world where we're supposed to be.
And based on how you feel you're going to beat Frank Sanchez tomorrow night, what do you believe the heavyweight division will be saying about Richard Torrez come tomorrow evening?
That he's here to stay.
Good luck, Richard. Top man.
Our next two fighters competing tomorrow in a scheduled 12-round contest, and it will be for the vacant WBA regular welterweight championship of the world. Let's first welcome, coming to us from Chorley, England, his professional record, 32 wins, 2 defeats, 14 wins come by way of knockout. Ranked as the #10 welterweight in the world by Ring Magazine and #6 by the WBA. Please welcome the former world title challenger, Jack El Gato Catterall. And now let's welcome from Bukhara, Uzbekistan, a 2016 Olympic silver medalist and 2017 amateur world champion, now as a professional, undefeated. 17 wins, 10 of his 17 wins come by way of knockout. Ranked as the #7 welterweight by Ring Magazine and #1 in the world by the WBA, let's welcome Shakram Wonder Boy Giyasov. First to the scale, we welcome Jack Catterall. 146.8 for Jack El Gato Catterall. Now to the scale, Shakram Giyasov. 145.7 for the undefeated Shahram Wonder Boy Giyasov. And now we have the fighters face off for the final time. These two competing tomorrow in a 12-round contest for the vacant WBA regular welterweight championship of the world.
Malik, I think this one, of all the fights on the card, is the hardest one to pick. I think if you poll 100 people, I think it could be split down the middle. Shahram Giyasov, unbeaten, great amateur. Jack Catterall, we know the story, should have been undisputed at 140.
Yes.
Now chasing gold at 147. This is difficult.
Yes, and I also believe it's going to be fight of the night. Catterall is a beautiful southpaw counter puncher, but Giyasov fights southpaws very well. And another thing, Adi, about Giyasov, when he hit people, he automatically changed their mannerisms. I don't care if he punch guys on the arm, if he punch them on the hip, they just change, and he take them in deep water and drown them. And this is a great fight, and he also fights southpaws very well. Very, very well. So, I mean, this is, I don't want to say my favorite fight on the card, but this is a very good fight, and I believe it's going to be fight of the night.
I see Rick Reno there's got the WBA welterweight world title. Obviously, that's held by Rolly Romero. Rolly Romero tweeted that he's retired. So the winner of this could be upgraded to full champion. So we could be crowning a new welterweight world champion tomorrow. Jack Catterall is going to hope he's that man. He's on stage with Jamie Ward.
Thanks, Ade. Here we go then, Jack. One sleep to go. Third fight up at 147 pounds now, and of course with victory tomorrow. You know what awaits you tomorrow night, Jack. This is a legacy-defining nights in your career now, mentally, physically. What's going through the mind of Jack Catterall right now?
We're locked in for the fight tomorrow. The work's been done. Time to go out there and show them what we're about tomorrow night.
Many picking this as perhaps being fight of the night tomorrow night, but ultimately, when push comes to shove, what separates you and Shahram Giyasov, and how do you see yourself winning on the big stage?
I won't be denied tomorrow. This is my time. It comes together tomorrow for me.
Great stuff, Jack. Best of luck to you tomorrow night. What a fight this is.
Ladies and gentlemen, our co-main event tomorrow, scheduled 12 rounds, and it will be for the vacant WBO Super Middleweight Championship of the World. Let's first welcome, coming to us from Munich, Germany. He is undefeated with 29 wins. He has one draw. 23 of his 29 wins come by way of knockout. Ranked number 4 in the world by the WBO. Please welcome the undefeated former WBO European Super Middleweight Champion, Almohammed. And now let's welcome, from Ilford, Essex, England, undefeated with 22 wins. He has one draw. 18 of his 22 wins come by way of knockout. Ranked as the number 10 super middleweight in the world by Ring Magazine, and number 2 by the WBO, here is the former world title challenger, Hamza, the Quiet Storm, Shiraz. And first to the scale, we welcome Begic. $166.9 for the undefeated Begic. Now to the scale, Hamza Shiraz. $167.9 for the undefeated Hamza, the Quiet Storm, Shiraz. Now the fighters face off for the final time. This, our Glory in Giza co-main event. 12 rounds scheduled for the vacant WBO Super Middleweight Championship of the World.
As it should be, 2 unbeaten fighters fighting for the world title. I was very surprised to hear Hamza Shiraz ranked number 10 by the Ring Magazine in the 168-pound division. I think it should be a lot higher after that Belanga win. What an opportunity for Hamza Shiraz, but he is fighting an unbeaten fighter in Begic, and unbeaten fighters never think they can lose.
Yes, he's fighting an unbeaten fighter out there, but he's fighting an inactive unbeaten fighter. Now, anything can happen in boxing, but this again is one of those fights where it's not about what Hamza do, it's about how he do it. He has the opportunity to go in here and do a good job, collect the title, and move on to bigger and better things.
Yeah, Hamza Shiraz there proudly showing the flags of Pakistan, the flags of Great Britain, and unfortunately the shirt of Arsenal Football Club. But we'll move on from that very, very quickly. Team photo there, Spencer Brown, Adil, the manager, Andy Lee, Rick Reno's in there as well. But a job to do tomorrow to become a champion. Tried once at 160 pounds against Carlos Adames. That's the blemish on the record, the draw. Wants to go one step further now and become a world champion at 168 pounds. He's on stage with Mike Coppinger.
All right, Hamza, your first world title challenge didn't go your way. It ended in a draw. Now you get a second shot at a better weight for you. How important is it for you to win this title tomorrow night?
Firstly, I just want to say thank you to all my people here. Alhamdulillah for everything. I'm just ready to go, man. Ready to go.
And look, of course, your last fight was an explosive performance, a knockout of Edgar Berlanga, and you're an overwhelming favorite tomorrow night. What kind of statement are you looking to make?
Just go in there and do the job, bro. Go in there, do the job, and yeah, become the new champion of the world, inshallah.
All right, best of luck. Thank you.
Thank you.
Should be a good showdown tomorrow. Should be a good showdown in our main event as well. The main event weigh-in to come. Oleksandr Usyk versus Rico Verhoeven.
The first rule of DAZN Ultimate. The first rule. You do not pay-per-view.
You do not.
You do not pay-per-view.
Do not pay-per-view.
The Ultimate Fight Night is here.
Second rule, DAZN Ultimate is. Second rule,
You don't pay-per-view.
Because Ultimate gives you a minimum of 12 pay-per-view fights a year.
At no extra cost.
You do not pay per view. Join us ringside and welcome to DAZN Ultimate.
I think we're ready to weigh in the big boys. It's always slightly different because when we do this, Mr. Michael Buffer takes the stage. Very quickly, Oleksandr Usyk, we know the weights. What's his mood going to be like? He's been very stoic all week as well, as is Rico Verhoeven. Does it change?
I believe the closer you get to the fight, all fighters change. But the even demeanor, like I keep speaking on, that these guys has had all the way up during the promo, during fight week, I really don't believe it's going to change. I think the only thing that's going to click over is that admiral of violence. When violence comes, you have to switch over, and this is what I'm really hoping. I'm hoping Rico is going to pull a cat out the hat and show us, yes, I'm a very nice guy, and I know how to be calm during the promo, but I also know how to turn into an animal, and I know how to turn and be aggressive.
Very quickly, Alistair, you mentioned energy. Do we see a bit of energy shown from both right now, or is that still tomorrow?
Good question. I think a little bit, maybe a little bit, because you kind of need to turn it up a little bit, right, and kind of test the waters a little bit on the opponent. So I'll be hoping to see that a little bit from Rico. Usyk, I don't know. It's his arena, so maybe he'll hold on, but it's exciting to see.
I have a feeling they're going to be a little push and a shove maybe on stage. All right, let's throw it down to the best MC of all, Mr. Michael Buffer.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to the Grand Egyptian Museum, Cairo, and it's all for the Glory in Giza main event weigh-in tomorrow night. It's 12 rounds of boxing for the universally recognized linear heavyweight championship of the world. And it's all live from the pyramids of Egypt. Brought to you by the Bible of Boxing, The Ring, Sella, Eddie Hearn for Matchroom Boxing, Gold Star Promotions, and Ready to Fight. Sponsored by our great sponsors, Whitebit, Scary Movie, Gold Star Promotions, and ready to fight. This contest is recognized by the ring and sanctioned by the World Boxing Council and the World Boxing Association, along with the Middle East Professional Boxing Federation. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the entire event is sold out tomorrow night, but for those of you watching us right now around the world, you can see it live and exclusively on DAZN. Go to purchase it on DAZN.com, D-A-Z-N, DAZN.com. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's the weigh-in for the main event. The fighters are ready. Right now, we're standing by to bring them to you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's bring the fighters to the ring. First, we'll bring out the challenger. He comes to us from Holsteren, Netherlands. He's the international combat sports legend and superstar from 2013 to just a few months ago when he vacated the title. He was undefeated in the ring in all his contests. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the former undisputed kickboxing world champion, known as the king of kickboxing, the challenger, Rico Verhoeven. And now coming to the stage and then to the scales, his opponent. In 2012, he captured Olympic gold, and now as a professional, a perfect professional record, 24 fights, 24 victories, 15 big wins by knockout. He's a two-division world champion, fighting out of Kyiv, Ukraine, the former undisputed cruiserweight world champion, and now the ring, WBC, WBA, universally recognized linear heavyweight champion of the world, Oleksandr Usyk. Let's have the challenger step on the scale first, ladies and gentlemen. The champ gets privileges, but the challenger weighs in first. 258.7 pounds for the challenger, the king of kickboxing, Rico Verhoeven. Now, stepping onto the scales, the reigning and defending world heavyweight champion, from Kyiv, Ukraine, Oleksandr Usyk. 233.3 pounds. Here they are, challenger and champion, the final face-off before the main event, approximately 30 hours from now, live on the 23rd of May at the base of the Pyramids of Egypt. It's 12 rounds of boxing for the universally recognized and linear heavyweight championship of the world.
I was trying to get into the mind of Rico here, Alistair. This is, you know, he's had big stages, but this is his biggest stage, and this is his biggest challenge. What's going through his mind? What would he be thinking right now?
This is it for him. The upgrade has happened. Yeah, just stay composed, hold on to your energy, as you can see he's doing. Stick to the plan, hold on to your energy. Tomorrow is showtime.
What's Usyk thinking? I mean, Usyk's had formidable challenges. Anthony Joshua twice, Daniel Dubois twice, and then obviously the undisputed against Tyson Fury. This isn't that. He's not fighting someone with an Olympic background, someone that's won unified titles. He's fighting someone that's had one professional boxing match. What's he thinking?
I believe He's so much of a professional. He's been at these big moments so many times before, Adi, that it's just another day at the office. And you could say that with someone like Usyk, but even though it's just another day at the office, he's going to handle it like nothing less than a professional.
But I do think they are observing each other, and they're trying to read each other, and they're trying to kind of see little micro expressions, and
I love it.
And they're not giving it, right?
Yes. They're going to have to put a hand in there to stop that one. To stop
Every
that
single face-off stare down should have Rocky music.
Yes.
Everything else should be banned. This is it. This one now. This has gone on a minute now.
And they'll keep going. This is an energy thing. Who's going to look away first? Who's going to...
Does that mean anything? Does it mean something?
I've seen fighters look away first and then get knocked out, but I've seen fighters be stubborn and keep it and go in there and win. It just depends on what happens on the night.
Usyk has fans all over the world, rightly so, consider what he's done. Rico, you can hear the Rico shouts as well. Rico's got some fans. Yeah. We are going to hear from both fighters, starting, I believe, with the challenger first. Rico Verhoeven is with Jamie Ward.
Okay, Rico, here we go. What a week it's been, what a build-up it's been, but we're nearly there. Please just give us a window into the mind of Rico Verhoeven. What would we see? What are the main emotions and feelings you're experiencing right now?
I think the main emotion is finally we're here. It's been so long. It's been 6 months of crazy hard work, and I think we fully emerged into the world of boxing. Super thankful for all the work we've put in together with the team, and I'm super happy and confident we're here.
You've been so respectful, and that's great to see with Oleksandr Usyk all week, but that face-off went on for a while again. Is this, though, when you start to lock in and the wheels start to turn ahead of tomorrow night?
No, but I'll always respect my opponent in whatever case. So, and also with this, just we lock in, and I guess this is what we're doing. So, and I'm, for no point, whatever, we're gonna let it slip away. So we're gonna stay there. If we're gonna stay there until tomorrow, I'm here.
We push you for a final prediction. Rico, how do you shock the boxing world tomorrow night? Just tell the world one final time.
No, just all I can say is we're writing history again here in the pyramids. It's a beautiful country, Egypt, already with so much history, and now we're here, 2026, the first boxing event, maybe even the last boxing event here at the pyramids, and I'm going to be a small part of that. So super thankful for that. So thanks to His Excellency and his team and the whole organization, Matchroom Seller. Like I said, we're not going to do predictions. May the best man win, but first of all, we're going to enjoy ourselves.
Top man, Rico, and best of luck to you tomorrow night. Thank you.
All right, Alex, you haven't fought since last July, and you seem to be getting better every fight, even at 39 years old. How do you do it?
Ви не билися вже з минулого липня. Скажіть, будь ласка, як ви так робите? Ви все краще і краще стаєте?
I don't know. Maybe it's my team. Probably Kuba, Sergey, it's all my team. Yeah, and my family. But first it's God.
And
God give me power every day and time.
Well, thank God for the time. And look, that was an intense stare down with Rico Verhoeven. It's only his second professional boxing match, but we know he's a legend in kickboxing. How do you think he could surprise people with his boxing ability?
Ріко – легенда кікбоксингу, але боксував в боксі лише 2 рази. Скажіть, будь ласка, чим він може вас здивувати, чи ви його можете здивувати?
Listen, it's a dangerous guy, you know, it's undisputed cruiserweight. This is guy can not only legs and hands too, but it's dangerous. You know, my focus every time because it's fighter. You know, I'm not relaxed. Oh, this is easy money. No, this is fighter. But for me, it's 100% in concentration.
Yeah, we know you take every fight very seriously, and you've said that you don't have many fights left. Do you cherish the fights a little bit more now, and how special is it to be fighting here at the Pyramids of Egypt?
Ви сказали, що у вас вже залишилось не так багато боїв. Скажіть, будь ласка, чи цінуєте ви зараз набагато більше ці ваші поєдинки?
Oh, listen, for me, For me, my fight, it's pleasure, you know, because when I go, bless you, bro. When I go my camp, my prepare, you know, this is my life, because I take on my family, my children, my wife, and yes, of course, you know, it's one on in the last my fight, because I think I have free fight. This is first and or two, and go rest.
And look, you're already one of you're one of the all-time greats. Are you going to cherish it a little bit more now, knowing that there's not many fights left? You soak it in a little bit extra?
Чи не будете ви цінувати зараз найбільше цей бій? Або ці бої, які у вас ще залишилися?
Я буду ціною.
Як cherish, тобто чи...
I cherish every day, not only fights, every day. Today, you know, it's a special day, because we're not back day, we're not back time. Listen, people, live, develop, study, smile, live. You know, it's life.
All right, well, look, you're a special fighter, and we're going to cherish you while you're here. Thank you, and best of luck.
Thank you so much. See you tomorrow. Slava Ukraini.
They love him, don't they? And rightly so. Every time he speaks, he just speaks with a man that should be world champion. A poise, a charisma. But in the ring, Alistair, he's a killer. In the ring, he's as dangerous as any heavyweight we've ever seen.
Very dangerous, man. I think even with other games, like board games, chess, he's going to be very dangerous.
Yes, he is that. You know what I loved, which was out of shot, and you pointed it out to me, Malik? He made a beeline to Agit Kalyalya, gave Agit Kalyalya a bit of a hug.
Yes.
If I'm Agit Kalyalya, whisper sad, I should be next, I should be next.
Yes, and that goes to show the character and the humility of Usyk. One of the biggest nights of his life. He see his next opponent possibly over on the other side of the ring. He go over to him, not just salute him, but hug him. And that basically means you're next, if you know how Oleksandr Usyk talk.
If you're not one of the lucky ones to be here in the Pyramids of Giza watching this live, the only place to watch it is on DAZN. Just go to DAZN.com/boxing to make sure you purchase the pay-per-view. The better thing to do is go to DAZN.com/ultimate so you can get so much more as well. There you go, all wrapped up.
Yes.
It did get a little intense. I asked you about the energy. I think I saw some energy. I saw something.
It was all about who was going to walk away first.
Who did? Who walked away first?
Actually, they got broken up, right? Somebody put their hand in between.
Well, most of their stare downs have been getting broken up, Adi, but I want to touch on something. In 1990-something, fella James Buster Douglas fought Mike Tyson. He fought with an urge because his mother just died in training camp. Rico's mother passed away during his time in this training camp. Now, I'm not saying he's going to go in there and win this fight, but I'm going to say that's going to create a bit more of a fervor, an anger, more motivation, more inspiring. So what we can expect the most is to see him give a gallant effort tomorrow night.
Yeah, you always feel like something like that either detracts or it gives you something.
Yeah.
And Rico looks like the type of guy that will give him something.
Well, because he's holding on to the energy now, right?
Yes.
I mean, if it was all over the place, then it would be like, hey, you would think it was not a good emotion, but he's holding on to his energy, he's being very composed. As you mentioned, he put in the work in the camp, so confidence is high. He's also coming from the 10-year winning streak in the Glory. Yes. So, yeah, I'm excited.
Is he here to stay? Do you think, let's just play devil's advocate and say that he does do well. He loses, but he does well. Do you think he stays in boxing?
I do, because what else is there for him to do? Right? Kickboxing is basically done for him. He kind of beat it everybody there, 10 years. Was the champion. There's no more challenges there. Also, the kickboxing landscape, unfortunately, is in decline. MMA, you need the wrestling background. That's years of wrestling, right? He doesn't have that. And I think boxing will suit him. The boxing world has now been introduced to Rico, so I think this is very logical. And he's also humble, right? So he's not making any mistakes. He's doing everything beautifully, and yeah, looking forward to tomorrow.
Should be a good day tomorrow. By the way, a bit of extra for you tomorrow as well. It isn't just the boxing. The pound-for-pound former king who wants his title back is back here as well. That is Canelo Alvarez, who just shook the hand of Christian Mbili. I feel like he wouldn't have wanted to do that, but he's doing that. The press conference for Christian Mbili versus Canelo is tomorrow. Let's see all the guys here at the Sphinx. Some big names there.
Yes,
this is the one.
Lineup.
This is the one. Canelo and Mbili. Good to see Canelo back, Malik.
Absolutely, and it's good to see him back against someone that he's not going to have to find at all in this fight. And Billy is a pressure fighter, and when I asked him what do he need to get better at, he said pressure. So like I said yesterday, this guy don't have an identity problem, my identity crisis or anything like that. He's going to walk forward to Canelo. And what does that give us as fans, as purists in this new art? Absolutely, and I'm looking forward to it.
As it will tomorrow as well. There will be a fight tomorrow in the Pyramids, which is just incredible to say.
Yes.
And we're lucky enough to be there. You're lucky enough to watch it as well. Oleksandr Usyk versus Rico Verhoeven, Glory in Giza. Fight night starts at 6 p.m. tomorrow. Make sure you tune in. Go to DAZN.com/boxing to not miss something so epic. We'll see you tomorrow.
In a world of rules, one fight breaks them all. Two champions, two disciplines, one question. Who will be champion of champions? Usyk, the master technician. Rico, the greatest kickboxer of his generation. A new legend will be forged. Usyk versus Rico. May 23rd. Watch only on DAZN.
Don't miss the biggest nights in MMA.
We are now set for the main event. Ronaldo with a shot. Oh, it's got one of the greats. Champions of the world.
There's all to play for, which is so exciting. These teams have to come in here and give it their all.
Have a real nice tempo. Goes baseline, watch out.
Oh, my!
Oh, baby! All the way down the runway for a big-time throwdown.
That's a lot of fans out there.
Look at that. The drama keeps continuing, Tani.
This is just brilliant.
He strikes. Starts as you mean to go on.
But this is the danger of the top two guys, and that nuclear weapon that is.
Oh, hello, goodbye. Score! In the back of the net. And shoots. Score!
Of Serie A action. We'll bring you so much of it here on DAZN.
Magnificent. That is tremendous.
Catching up on any NFL game is easier than ever before.
Going deep for it all. Devontae Smith. He has got it. Touchdown.
Your Eagles are world champions again.
DAZN is the home of boxing.
Really spurs you on, gets you going. Let's make history. Pure power. There's no way back from this, surely.
Don't miss the biggest nights in MMA.
We are now set for the main event. Ronaldo with a shot. Oh, it's got one of the greats. Champions of the world.
which is so exciting. These teams have to come in here and give it their all.
Have a real nice tempo. Goes baseline, watch out. Oh, my! Oh, baby! All the way down the runway for a big-time throwdown.
That's a lot of fans out there.
Look at that! The drama keeps continuing, Tani.
This is just brilliant.
He strikes. Starts as you mean to go on.
But this is the danger of the top two guys, and that nuclear weapon that is.
Whoa, hello, goodbye. Score! In the back of the net. And shoots, score!
Of Serie A action. We'll bring you so much of it here on DAZN.
Magnificent. That is tremendous.
Catching up on any NFL game is easier than ever before.
Going deep for it all. Devontae Smith. He has got it. Touchdown.
Your Eagles are world champions again.
The Zone is the home of boxing.
Really spurs you on, gets you going. Let's make history. Pure power. There's no way back from this, surely.
Don't miss the biggest nights in MMA.
We are now set for the main event.
There's all to play for, which is so exciting. These teams have to come in here and give it their all.
Have a real nice tempo. Goes baseline, watch out. Oh, my! Oh, baby! All the way down the runway for a big-time throwdown.
That's a lot of fans out there.
Look at that! The drama keeps continuing, Tani.
This is just brilliant.
He strikes. Starts as you mean to go on.
But this is the danger of the top two guys, and that nuclear weapon that is.
Whoa, hello, goodbye. Score! In the back of the net. And shoots, score!